Think about the people who have shaped your life the most. A friend who believed in you, a teacher who encouraged you, a family member who stood by you. Now think about the people who caused the deepest pain. Although those experiences were very different, they have one thing in common: relationships. The truth is, your child's happiness won't depend only on what they achieve. It will also depend on the relationships they build along the way. Today, I'll share 3 powerful lessons that will help your child build relationships that are healthy, lasting, and life-giving. And the final lesson could save them from years of unhealthy friendships and unnecessary heartache. 1. Teach them to choose friends, not just find friends. Every child wants friends. That's natural. But not every friendship is healthy. One of the greatest lessons you can teach your child is this: not everyone deserves a place in your inner circle. Help them notice how people make them feel. Do they encourage them to become better, or pressure them to become someone they're not? Do they celebrate their success, or make them feel small? Do they tell the truth, or constantly create drama? Teach your child that friendship isn't about popularity. It's about character. A few trustworthy friends are far more valuable than a crowd of unhealthy ones. The people your child spends time with will influence the way they think, speak, and live. That's why teaching your child how to choose friends wisely may be just as important as teaching them how to make friends. But even the healthiest friendships won't last without another important skill. 2. Teach them that great relationships require great listening. Most people listen just long enough to reply. Healthy relationships are built by people who listen to understand. When your child is talking to someone, encourage them to ask questions, to pay attention, to avoid interrupting, to notice how the other person is feeling. Imagine a friend tells your child they're having a difficult day. Instead of immediately changing the subject or offering quick advice, they could simply say, "I'm sorry you're going through that. Do you want to talk about it?" That simple response builds trust. People feel valued when they feel heard. And children who learn to listen well often become the friends everyone feels safe around. Now here's the final lesson. And it's a lesson many adults wish they had learned much earlier. 3. Teach them that healthy relationships need healthy boundaries. One of the biggest myths children grow up believing is that being a good friend means saying yes to everything. It doesn't. Healthy relationships include respect, honesty, and boundaries. Teach your child that they can care about someone without allowing themselves to be mistreated. They can say, "I'm not comfortable with that. I don't think that's the right choice." Or simply, "No," without feeling guilty. The right people won't require your child to ignore their values just to belong. In fact, healthy relationships grow stronger when both people respect each other's boundaries. That's not selfish. That's wisdom. One day, your child will build friendships, work with colleagues, choose a life partner, and perhaps raise a family of their own. Every one of those relationships will shape the direction of their life. That's why learning how to build healthy relationships isn't just a social skill. It's a life skill. Teach your child to choose wisely, listen deeply, and protect healthy boundaries. Because the people they surround themselves with will influence the way they think, the choices they make, and ultimately the person they become. And that may be one of the most important decisions they'll ever make. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's one relationship lesson you wish someone had taught you as a child? Let's keep building together. Click the video on your screen to learn how to raise a child who stays calm under pressure when others panic. Because even the healthiest relationships are tested during stressful moments. Teaching your child to stay calm under pressure will help them respond with wisdom instead of reacting with emotion. I'll see you there.